All right, now that we're all warmed up, we are going to get ready to tell a story with our bodies. But what are we going to tell a story about? Well, I chose a phrase that means something to me. Remember, I told you I'm a playmaker, and so sometimes I don't want to just do somebody else's play. I want to make a new play from something that's important to me. And so I thought about, what do I want to share today? What's a phrase that's important to me that means something? And I want to tell that story with my body. And the phrase that I chose was, you can't catch the wind. You can't. Sometimes I feel like if I could just understand everything, I would be able to solve all the problems and everything would just be fixed. But you know what? It never works out that way. Because as soon as I solved a problem, well, life keeps going. Something else happens. And I'm surprised. And I might be excited or I might be disappointed. But if I try and just stay right there, I miss out on everything. If I try and catch the wind, I got nothing. And so that's why that phrase is so important to me, because it reminds me that I can just go with the wind, or I can stand in the wind and feel it against me, but I don't have to try and catch it. So the first thing I do when I think about how do I want to tell this story is, what's important to me? What's important so that I can let you guys know when you're watching, and I'm not telling you all the words about it, but you're just seeing the movement, that you're going to know that what I'm saying is, you can't catch the wind. Huh. What's the beginning of that story? You know what? It's not the beginning of the sentence, but for me, the beginning of my story, I think, is going to have to be the wind. First thing I have to do is show the wind. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. My beginning. My beginning is the wind. All right. Okay, so then what's the middle of my story if what I want you guys to know is that I can't catch the wind? Well, I have to try and catch it. I have to keep trying more than one time. Okay, so the middle is trying to catch the wind. You know something? My story has more middle. Because also part of the middle for me is not being able to catch the wind. That's an important middle for me, because the end of the story that I want you guys to know is that that's okay. It's okay to let the wind be the wind. And so that's my ending. I don't want to end with just not being able to catch it, right? I want to end with feeling okay about that. Actually feeling good about that. Feeling good about not, I'm going to put that in capital letters, not catching the wind. That is my story, my text analysis, right? I chose a phrase that was important to me, and I decided what I wanted to start with, what the middle of the story was, and how I wanted to end it. Before we get into our body brainstorm, how we're going to make those movements, I'm going to give you some time to think about your story and do your text analysis.